Welcome on into the Rock and Refuel Recruiting Roundup. I'm Jordan Hammond. We have plenty to get to. 3 Pac-12 commitments this week, plus another big commitment from one of the top running backs in the entire state. Now I'm going to bring in my good buddy, Jason Jewell. And Jason, let's get started with the commitments. We'll start with Donjay Logan. He commits to Stanford.
Yeah, the big athlete, I'm going to call him, over at Desert Ridge High School, gets an early offer from Stanford. It only took him a few days to figure out, hey, this is where I want to be. And do you blame him? It's a kid that has high grades. Obviously, academics are very important, and he's going to have a chance to play at a high level of football, in the Pac-12. I think he's going to end up being a defensive back for the Cardinal.
Now, keeping it in the Bay Area, Slater Zellers over at Notre Dame makes a commitment.
The state of Arizona has a great tradition of producing big-time long snappers, and Slater Zellers is ranked the #1 long snapper in the entire country. He commits to former Chaparral head coach Charlie Regal, who's now the special teams coordinator over at Cal. Zellers also had an offer from Wyoming, but he's going to go play in the Pac-12 and play at Cal.
Dom Hampton over at Centennial. He commits to Washington.
Yeah, pretty much the entire Pac-12 had offered Hampton, and deservedly so. He's a guy. He's above 6 foot. He's over 180 pounds. He runs sub 11 seconds in the 100 meters. That's ridiculous for a corner. He commits to Washington on Monday morning, and you look at Washington. This is the second big-time commitment in the state because they landed offensive tackle Mateo Malay down at South Point High School about a month ago.
Hampton's teammate Zidane Thomas, the running back, 1,900 yards, 18 touchdowns last year. This guy's built like a Mack truck, and he commits to Boise State.
Yeah, this is a great get, I think, for Boise State. And you see their former offensive line coach, Scott Huff, is now over at Washington, still recruiting here and obviously doing a great job getting Hampton and Malay. But Boise State, they said, hey, Arizona's been really good to us in the past, getting guys like Jake Rowe and many other players in the past. And so they stayed here, and they land a great football player in Zidane Thomas. He's short, but he's thick, and he has actually deceptive speed. But he's a guy that's going to get his yards in between the tackles. Is going to be tough to bring down. Great get, I think, for Boise State.
New Mexico, our neighbors to the east, come into Arizona. They blanket the entire state with offers, even to some guys who have already made commitments, but the Lobos trying to make some noise here as the recruiting cycle continues.
Yeah, you can't blame Bob Davie for just traveling the 7 hours to come over here and recruit the city of Phoenix, basically. They offered 6 guys last week. Donjay Logan was one. Zidane Thomas was another. But they also offered Giovanni Miranda over at Saguaro High School. Justin Segura, a fantastic defensive tackle over at Horizon High School. He also had an offer from Hawaii. James Stagg, the tight end D-end over at Desert Vista, had an offer. Arizona State commit Hunter McGinnis from Hamilton got an offer from the Lobos. And then staying on the offensive line, Austin Young from Desert Edge adds his 5th scholarship offers.
And wrapping up the offers, Lance Lawson over at Red Mountain. Jason and I, we both love this player and this sort of playmaker. He picks up an offer as well.
Yeah, adds another Big Sky offer. He has 2 others, Montana and Southern Utah. His 3rd comes from Northern Colorado.
Plenty of commitments, plenty of offers this past week. It's only going to heat up, guys. More guys are going to be making commitments as this recruiting cycle continues. Keep it here on the Rock and Refuel Recruiting Roundup on Sports 360 AZ.